Today, I'm making this video of Kristel Candelario and baby Jaylene. For people that don't know of Kristel Candelario, the mom, she decided to go on vacation for 10, 11 days to Puerto Rico and to Detroit with her friend, I assume is the boyfriend, and leave the baby behind unattended. The baby is no longer here. Now, why did I decide to make this video? I wasn't planning to, but watching TikTok after TikTok after TikTok, learning more about it and watching more TikTok, and knowing that last year, the biggest regret in my life and the thing that I desired the most was having a baby. 2 years ago, I went to Mexico also, and I met my dad's family. I never met him before. I met my aunt. I saw one of my cousins and I told her, "Do you have a baby?" She was sitting next to her husband. She said, I can't have a baby. But I could tell that it kind of stung her, me asking that question. Like it hurt, because that's a desire or something that she wished that she could have. What I'm basically saying is that the people that desire to have a baby the most are the ones that probably don't get them. And seeing this, it's like, it's hard to comprehend for people that desire the most. A good example is when my significant other found out she was pregnant and she let her family know. I told her, "Who's the happiest out of your family that you're pregnant?" And she answered, I am. And that's one thing that people don't understand. Maybe it does hurt that you have a baby and you saw what happened, but for people that don't have a baby, it hurts because that's what we desire, that's what we wish, that's what we want. And that's what I wanted. And that's the reason I'm making this video, because I cannot understand why it was left behind. Well, I do understand why she probably left behind, because I saw, like I mentioned, I saw video after video. And each time that she wanted to go do something, she told a friend, probably a neighbor, if they could take care of the baby. But this time she decided, or she couldn't find somebody, one or the other, and she wanted to go be single again. She didn't want to pay for somebody to take care of the baby, so she left. That's all my assumption right there. Well, part of assumption, because she did leave. Her desire to be happy, have that single life, caused all this. Now, she does have another daughter. Nobody knows, according to right now, where was she at during this incident, because she was not at the house. The neighbors, I believe, ring door camera, you could hear the baby screaming. I forgot what day out of the 10 days, basically like pleading. And I saw the video of Kristel, the mom. Once she arrived, they said that she dressed the baby. She found her she undressed her, put new clothing. She found poop, urine. But on the video, you could tell that there was no emotion of sadness. It was more build a story to get away with it. And that story was that the baby got sick, and she kept on kind of stuttering, but I remember her saying, a corral. A corral, since she's Ecuadorian, I'm Hispanic too, I'm Mexican, but we use different words, but we also use corral, but we call it cuna, or in the US, we call it a crib. She said she left her in the crib. And one of the people in the court said that the baby weighed 13 pounds or 7 pounds less from the last time that she went to the doctor to do a checkup, which was a month or 2 months prior of her leaving. And one of the individuals in court said that the baby that is no longer here dehydrated and starved. And I was going to say something, and I'm still going to say it, since she has life in prison, is that the difference, and this is what the judge also said, it's like we were reading our minds. I'm going to quote what he said, and this is what the court judge, Brendan Sheehan, said, and I quote, he said, "You committed the ultimate act of betrayal, leaving your baby terrified, alone, unprotected, to suffer what I've heard was the most gruesome deed imaginable." He also went to mention, like I said, I felt like he was reading my mind, or we were thinking the same thing on this quote. He said, "The only difference will be that prison will at least feed you and give you liquids that you denied her." And that's what I was thinking. She's going to go to her corral, but the difference is that they're going to feed her. That's the only difference. As for her attorney, Derek Smith, he said there's no justification for her actions. Absolutely worst parenting imaginable. These are the quotes. And the baby was 13 months old. And like I mentioned, the only reason I want to make this video is because there's so many people that wish to have a baby of their own blood so they could take care of it. That's like their ultimate goal, their ultimate desire. Like I told you, my cousin, that's her desire. I could tell that's her wish. For me, like I mentioned, the worst, my worst regret was not having a baby. And now that I'm having it, I cannot imagine leaving it like that, unattended at all. It's hard, you know. And I know some people, when I saw TikTok, some of the moms were taking care of the baby and they couldn't think about it, just watching their babies. And I do understand those parts, even though I don't have one. And that's all I got to say, because that was like, all because she still wanted to be single. She's 32. She was 32 at that time, or 31 at that time. You're already old enough. But you still want to be young. You still want to go enjoy your life. Like if you don't have a family no more. I don't know what happened to the husband, because that was her boyfriend, or the person that she had the kid. I don't know what happened. Where was he at? He's not to be blamed if they're separated. She could have probably told him if she could take care of him, if he knew who the dad, or if the dad was here in the U.S. I'm not sure about all that. But still, you could have been paid or not go. There's photos of her enjoying, I'm not going to say enjoying, but taking pictures in Puerto Rico. So people knew she was in Puerto Rico. People could have asked, where's the baby? But then again, those Instagram photos, maybe she don't have friends on her Instagram compared to if she would have posted them on Facebook. That's all I got. Just take care. There's people, like I said, that want a baby. Thanks for watching.